You already know I got y'all with the latest and the greatest information. You know I got y'all. Now, a couple days ago, the producer of Dragon Ball FighterZ teases more characters, just like I assumed, themes for the anime and a single player aspect to the game that will be a huge part of it apparently. Looking at the article, it says that single player modes were teased, and given the success of Injustice 2 and Injustice and other games like that have a fully diverse story mode, that they want to have something like that in there too. And Hiroki answered there would be a lot of elements and modes which will allow players to enjoy the game even in single player. I can't get too far into what those will be, but there will be a huge emphasis on single player content along with the fighting game aspect. Now this was also from a Twitch clip, or from a Twitch interview on the E3 Expo show day 1 for Nintendo actually. So if you guys want to see that clip, I'm gonna play it right here. You know I got you. I'm gonna play it. Just roll the clip.
ますが、もちろんソロプレイでも十分遊べるような、仕様っていうのをたくさん入れてます。
There will be a lot of elements and modes which will allow people to enjoy the game, even in single player. So what those will be, I can't really go into too much detail, but there's going to be a huge emphasis on the single player as well as the fighting aspect.
Tomoko, Mike, thank you so much on behalf of Adrian and myself. Where can people find more information about Dragon Ball FighterZ?
これもうちょっと情報欲しければどこに行けばいいんでしょうか？
そうですね。今あちらの BNEA でやってるバンダイナムコのブースに来ていただければプレイもできますので、ぜひ遊びに来てください。
Well, at the Bandai Namco.
Y'all done? All right, moving on to the next topic. Now, this is actually a pretty interesting thing that they mentioned about transformation. It doesn't have its own clip like the last one did or the next couple ones will have, but this is a pretty interesting point that they made. It says Dragon Ball FighterZ features a transformation system for certain characters, such as Goku's Super Saiyan 3 transformation or Golden Frieza, but not every character will have them. When asked about Majin Buu transforming into Kid Buu or Super Buu, Hiroki said that only characters for whom it makes sense for them to have a transformation will. This means you shouldn't expect, say, Perfect Cell or Buu to transform. That actually makes a lot of sense, that because Goku and Vegeta are already in the Super Saiyan form, I'm not sure if Vegeta will transform, but like it said, Goku does have a Super Saiyan 3 transformation and Frieza does have his Golden form. Now in the future, who knows, maybe there will be more DLC where Goku gets a Super Saiyan Blue transformation, because Golden Frieza's in the game, so why not add Super Saiyan Blue? I mean, they might as well. I mean, come on now. And as far as Buu goes, I kind of expected him to not have a transformation, although it would kind of make sense for him to have it, but it's not really a transformation. It's just him reverting back to his old form. It's not really a transformation. It's just more like, I guess you could say, a metamorphosis, I guess you could say. But I don't know. It's not something that he can really do on will, or even did on will on the show, but it makes sense that he wouldn't have a transformation. As far as Perfect Cell goes, he absorbed androids. That's the only way he metamorphosized from Imperfect Cell, so he's not going to have a transformation. So that does make sense, and I'm glad that they addressed that topic, because I know I talked about it in a previous video, but I'm pretty glad that they actually addressed that. Now the next topic was more characters, and you know, if you guys saw my last couple Dragon Ball Fighter videos, you know I talked about more of a cast in this game, and just like I said, I knew it. They're definitely going to have more characters on the cast, and I can't wait to see what other characters they're going to have in the cast. I know in the clip I'm about to show you, they talked about future Trunks, but they didn't get too much into it. But don't worry, I got y'all with the clip in a couple seconds after I read this. Dragon Ball Fighter. Oh wait, no, oops, never mind. Wow, that's the wrong one. While specific characters were not named, Hiroki did say look forward to future character releases. Tellingly though, when asked about future Trunks using a weapon where other characters do not, Hiroki said that she couldn't get too far into details on Trunks. And now that's where I'm going to play the clip. Go ahead, roll it.
メハメハファイナルフラッシュも割と光線系だったりするので、もし本当に原作再現だけをやった格闘ゲームだったら、きっと格闘ゲームとしてあんまり面白くないものが出来上がったと思います。
So I think if we kind of really stayed true just to what they are able to do, because there's no weapons in Dragon Ball, of course, they either fight with punches, kicks,
Trunks?
beams. Trunks は武器をトランクス武器使うじゃんっていう
そうですね、トランクスがどうかわからないですけど。
Well, we can't really go too deep into that
And this
yet.
is oh
no!
And that's a part of the super, but it's not part of the super.
Now, based on that, that's not necessarily a confirmation, but it might as well be a confirmation. I'm gonna come on now. It might as well be a confirmation that he's going to be in the game. And I definitely can't wait to see what other characters they're going to put in the game. Because they put in Team Gohan, who is already a fan favorite, so they have to put in Future Trunks, who's also another big fan favorite for Dragon Ball. So he was pretty much a shoo-in, just like the article says. This implies that he's likely a shoo-in to be in the game. Now, it's not a confirmation, but it might as well be. And believe me, I definitely don't mind that. Hey, I want more characters. It adds more diverse of a mindset rather than having the two opponents having to pick from the same 6 characters. Because who knows, they may pick the same 3 each. Of course, they can't have dupes on each of the sides, but I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure if they can have dupes. Now that I think about it, I don't think they can have dupes. Like, I don't think both opponent can pick Vegeta or both opponent can pick Boo if they wanted to. And now that I think about it, there has never been one where they picked a duplicate. So yeah, so adding more characters in the game would also have a wider range of matchups and situational aspects to the game. They'll definitely add a diverse competitive nature to the game, which is huge. I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm so excited. Anyway, moving on. And the rest of the article, it just talked about the sound designs from the characters, which heavily inspired for the anime, including music. And I don't know if I talked about this in my last video, but I definitely really liked the voice acting in the game. Whether it was just their quotes at the start of the match or at the end of the match, or whether it was in game when they attack or when they do their moves, their super special moves and everything like that, or when they're just doing their attacks, like the grunts and the noises they make or the voice lines that they say. Especially Boo. Boo is hilarious. Like, he's just so goofy, but he's so ridiculously strong that it's like, hold on, I'm trying to laugh here, but I'm not gonna get blown away now. But it's really nice. I really like how they took it. I really like how they took it pretty much straight from the anime, and it's a really nice touch to it. It adds a close to home feel to it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Oh my gosh, this game is so well done. And another thing, that apparently so far Dragon Ball FighterZ is a little over 20% done being made. So who knows? We're probably gonna get it actually in early 2018. It probably won't be delayed like a couple other games were. But yeah, I'm so hyped for that game. I cannot wait for it. And don't forget, you guys know they got the closed beta before summer ends. And another thing was the assist. I think, yeah, that's the last thing. They said Hiroki said in the article, we were trying to stay true to Dragon Ball and keep the uniqueness of each character, but we wanted to add more strategy and make players think about having 3 characters on the screen. Hiroki said, when asked if other fighting games inspired Dragon Ball FighterZ, you wouldn't be able to have a dream team like Goku, Cell, and Frieza on the same without 3v3. Exactly, so having the 3v3 aspect to it, you couldn't have that different team situation like you would in other areas. Because come on, who wouldn't want Goku, Cell, and Frieza, 3 enemies of each other on the same team? I mean, I definitely like that it is 3v3. I assume because they're gonna have a single player mode that there's definitely may possibly be a 1v1, like a PvP aspect to it. But who knows? The single player mode that I talked about earlier may just be a story mode. I know there's definitely gonna be a training room, because come on, there has to be a training room. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to just dive into that game. The single player aspect I'm excited for, to see what they have as far as story goes, and just practicing the game in general. Getting in the game with my boys and just playing it together and everything like that. Getting into the game, because that's definitely a game I want to get competitive with. Because Xenoverse, I tried, but then I realized that that's not really a game you can get competitive with. Like, the way the game was made, it's mostly pushed towards casual players, and that's just not something you can really get competitive in. But this being the traditional fighter, it is not so heavily based on graphics and super flashy things. It has the more 2.5D aspect where it's definitely flashy, but in its own realm. It's still good, but it's not so heavy like Xenoverse 2 is. And the movement, like a traditional fighter, got the jump, the backup, everything like that. Oh, it's just so good. This game is coming so far along already, and I love how they're just giving us more and more bits of information. Just enough information to tease us, but not give us so much to spoil everything about the game. But oh man, I'm ranting again. See, when it comes to things like this, you guys already know I rant when it comes to things like this, man. You already know. Alright, so if you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more information for Dragon Ball FighterZ as it does come out, then make sure you hit that like button and comment below and tell me, what was your favorite part of the video? What was what is the most anticipated thing for this game for you? Is it the single player aspect? Is it seeing the music in this game and how it goes with each of the fights, or is it the alternate costumes? Because I know you can use alternate costumes in this game. That they haven't really touched on that, but I know you can. But is that what you're excited for, or are you mostly excited for the 3v3 based aspect? Who knows? Whatever it is, just tell me below. So if you guys did enjoy this video, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well to let me know, to prove to me that you guys want to see more content of all kinds as soon as possible. Once again, thank you all for taking the time out of your day to check out my video, and I'll see you all in the next one. This is Meta signing out. Peace out, guys.